finna stay in the truck with his body tag. Post the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Browns of Canton. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Now Patrick going to change the play. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now they'll change things up. They'll run here with Pacheco. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
And they'll run again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. They lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available. And they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
this Browns defense they've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Butker's kick here is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Wilson. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here.
Moore, the motion man.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
You gotta be kidding me. You're blind, Ref.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A big game there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Here's Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Pacheco gets it up the gut. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Mahomes now to throw. Surveying the field, trying to improvise. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And now meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Zappi, he wants to change it up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's Zappi. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
At the Browns' 39-yard line.
2nd down and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. Now they'll change things around before the snap. From the shotgun, Zappi. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Zappi back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Zampi. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. In motion right, Watkins. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Zampi looking to throw it again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he ran until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
They tried to run right to the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
They go play action now. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bumbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
To throw again is Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Again, Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now Wilson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty
possibly
here? Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Get in there! Let's make a play, come on!
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
14. Going home.
Wilson. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku from 8 yards out.
And the Browns have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And they're going to speed things up here.
Running left to give to Pacheco. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Zappi working from the gun.
Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 53 yards.
Now Zappi sees something changing the play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here's Zappi, another shot on 2nd down.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Zappi. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This for a 4th quarter lead. Butker's kick here is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Browns drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Moore, the motion man. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well. Here's Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
Throwing is Wilson.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Well, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again here, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Here's Pacheco once again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Returnable for Grant. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Here's Wilson. Gets this to Moore. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Throwing now is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's 2nd down. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Wilson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No, never mind. This is the worst.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Finding Hunt. And some room to roam now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Here comes second down.
Now Wilson on second down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down.
On third down, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. So they still need a miracle for the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.
Good game, my dog. That nigga Patrick Mahomes went down. I was like, oh shit, no. Shit, man, I couldn't move the ball like I wanted to, goddamn. That's just one game. Dislocated toe, that's one game. He'll be back next week. Nah. Yeah, that was tough. That was fire. I couldn't get that with the goddamn knockout.
Since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took